Hello, dear listeners. I'm Detective Richard Morgan, and this is Detectives True Crime Files. Today's case is titled The Forbidden Love. A woman's body found in Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, a Hindu tattoo, a golf club, and a secret relationship hidden between two men. In this episode, we will uncover the truth behind Ada Walker's tragic death, step by step. Are you ready? Then, let's begin. In the depths of Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, a couple on their morning run, Jennifer and Tom Wilson experience the worst moment of their lives. Their dog Max jumps onto a fresh pile of dirt in the wooded area and begins to dig. Jennifer's scream echoes through the valley. A hand emerges from beneath the soil. Chief Detective Richard Morgan, with his 20 years of experience, arrives at the scene and realizes he's facing a challenging case. A woman's body wrapped in garbage bags, sealed with duct tape. Her face unrecognizable, identity unknown. Forensic medical examiner Dr. Patricia Chen works meticulously over the body. Victim is a white female, aged 28 to 32. She was struck on the back of the head with a blunt object, likely a metal item, such as a crowbar or golf club. There are bruises on her neck. She resisted. Her right fingernail is broken. She struggled with her attacker. She was killed at least 48 to 72 hours ago. Morgan listens carefully. Is there more information? Yes, she has a large tattoo on her back. The Hindu goddess Lakshmi, a symbol of wealth and luck. And one more detail. Dr. Chen pauses. She was approximately 6 to 8 weeks pregnant. Also, she had professional breast augmentation surgery about a month ago. Morgan's eyes light up. This information could lead us to the right place. Tire tracks, hair samples, and soil samples collected from the scene are sent to the laboratory. The bag and duct tape are searched for fingerprints, but the killer was very careful. Wore gloves. The breast augmentation surgery leads Morgan to the most prestigious plastic surgery clinic in Richmond. Dr. Richard Harrison welcomes the detective in his elegant office. Yes, there are very few surgeons who perform this work, especially such quality work. 1 second, let me check the records. As Dr. Harrison searches his computer, he adds, I remember this case. She was a young woman, very beautiful. Ada Walker, 29 years old. I performed the surgery. Did she pay for it herself? Morgan asks. No, there was an interesting situation. She initially paid by credit card, but came the day before surgery and canceled it. Then someone else came and paid cash. A man named Robert Sullivan. Morgan writes in his notepad. Was he her boyfriend? I don't know. But the woman came with someone else, Marcus Bennett. I thought he was her boyfriend. The tattoo leads Morgan to the city's most famous tattoo studio. Artist Sofia Rodriguez squints at the photo. Yes, Ada Walker. It's impossible for me to forget her. She was so unhappy that day. We talked for 2 hours. She had serious problems with her boyfriend. He doesn't understand me. He doesn't even see me, she said. When getting this tattoo, she said, maybe it will bring luck. Maybe my life will change. I felt so sorry for her. Did she say anything else? Yes. There's someone in my life, but he belongs to someone else, she said. I understood her relationship was secret. Marcus Bennett, a 42-year-old successful real estate agent. He receives Detective Morgan in his luxury Georgetown office. His face is pale, fresh scratches on his cheek. Yes, Ada was my girlfriend. We'd been together for a year. I saw her for the last time 3 days ago. What happened that night? Marcus takes a deep breath. I had a dinner with friends at Robert Sullivan's villa in Potomac Heights. Robert is my childhood friend. I brought Ada too. But that night everything went wrong. How so? I had proposed to her 2 weeks earlier. I was expecting her to accept. But she said, I'm not ready. That night we talked again. Things were very bad between us. Morgan looks at the photo on the desk. Where did those scratches on your cheek come from? Marcus touches his face. We argued in the car on the way to dinner. She was very angry. She yelled, leave me alone, I'm tired of this, and scratched my face with her nails. What happened next? We arrived at Robert's villa, but Ada didn't even want to go inside. She said, I'll wait. She sat in the garden. I went inside, spent time with friends, but my mind was always on her. When did you return? Around 11 o'clock. I went out to get Ada, but she wasn't there. I asked Robert. He said, she looked very upset. I called her a taxi. I got very angry. Why did you send her without telling me? Marcus wipes his eyes. I immediately jumped in my car and went to her house, but she wasn't home. That night and the next day, I kept calling. Her phone was off. On the third day, the police came and said she was dead. One last question, Mr. Bennett. Did you know Ada was pregnant? Marcus's face turns white. What? What? Pregnant? No, I didn't know. Is it my child? DNA tests will show. When the DNA results arrive, a bomb drops. The father of Ada's baby is not Marcus. Morgan goes to Robert Sullivan's villa, a magnificent mansion, golf course, swimming pool. Robert greets the detective while practicing with his golf club. Detective Morgan, welcome. Terrible news about Ada. Marcus is devastated. Mr. Sullivan, there are some things I need to discuss with you. Robert puts down his golf club. Of course, ask away. You paid for Ada's surgery. Robert hesitates. Yes. Marcus's situation was bad at that time. I wanted to help. She was my friend's girlfriend after all. According to phone records, in the last month you talked with Ada an average of 2 hours per day. Robert's face tenses. Ada worked for a decoration company. She was working on my villa. That's why we talked frequently. Mr. Sullivan, are you married? Yes, for 10 years. My wife is currently in Europe, visiting her family. Morgan leans forward. Are you the father of Ada's baby? Robert's drink glass drops. What? No, this is ridiculous. We'll do a DNA test, Mr. Sullivan. If you don't give it voluntarily, we'll get it with a court order. Robert takes a deep breath. Okay. Yes, I had a relationship with Ada, but Marcus didn't know. Nobody knew. That night she came to my villa, wanted to talk. Marcus didn't want to let her go. I was caught in the middle. Yes, I called her a taxi, but the taxi came. Ada got in and left. I swear, I didn't kill her. We spoke with the taxi driver, Mr. Sullivan. Ada never got in that taxi. He waited 10 minutes, returned empty. Robert's face turns white. But I saw the taxi arrive. I told Ada, your taxi is here. She said, okay, I'm going. I went upstairs. I don't know what happened after that. What time did Ada leave that night? Around 11:30. And what did you do? I was upstairs in my office. I worked a bit, then went to sleep. Who else was in your house? My maid Sarah and the gardener David. I told Sarah to go to bed at 2. David had gone to Pennsylvania to visit his father that day. Maid Sarah Johnson, 30 years old, looks nervous. Yes, I was home that night, but Mr. Sullivan told me to go to my room at 2, so I did. Didn't you hear anything? Sarah hesitates. Actually, I got up to use the bathroom around 4 in the morning. I looked out the window into the garden. I saw Mr. Sullivan's car. The engine was running, as if he was waiting for someone. What happened after that? I don't know. I went back to bed. Morgan asks another question. Did you know about Ada and Mr. Sullivan's relationship? Sarah lowers her head. Yes, everyone knew, except Marcus. Ada would come here often. The decoration work was an excuse. In reality, she was with Mr. Sullivan. During a search of gardener David Hayes' home, a hidden box is found. Inside are photos of Ada, hundreds of photos, taken from a distance, without Ada's knowledge. When David is brought in for questioning, he initially lies. That night I was in Pennsylvania with my father, but car GPS records show David returned to the villa at 11 p.m. Morgan slams the table. You're lying, David. You were there that night. David breaks down. Okay, I was there, but I didn't do anything. What happened that night? David closes his eyes and begins to tell. I was going to Pennsylvania, but halfway there I realized I forgot my wallet. I turned back. When I arrived at the villa, the party was over. Everyone had left. I parked my car at the back gate so no one would see. Continue. As I was walking through the garden, I saw her. Ada. She was sitting alone, drinking, crying. She was so beautiful. I had loved her for years from afar. I never had the courage to talk to her. Tears flow from David's eyes. I went up to her. I said, "Are you okay?" She lifted her head, looked at me, but, but she thought I was Marcus. She was drunk. She said, "Marcus, come here. We need to talk." "And what did you do?" I, I talked with her. I held her hand. She still thought I was Marcus. She said, "I love you. But I also love Robert." "What am I going to do?" she said. David covers his face with his hands. Then I wanted to kiss her lips. Just once. The moment I had dreamed of for years had come. I leaned in and kissed her. What happened next? She pushed me back. She screamed, "You're not Marcus. Who are you? What are you doing?" She started screaming. I panicked. I covered her mouth with my hand. I said, "Please, please don't scream." But she bit me, scratched me. And the golf club. It was standing in the garden. I panicked. There was nothing in my head. I just wanted her to be quiet. I grabbed the club and I hit her. Once. She fell to the ground. She wasn't moving. David sobs. I didn't want to kill her. I swear. I just wanted to touch her lips once. That's all. Did you move the body? Yes. I wrapped her in garbage bags, put her in my car, took her to the forest, buried her. Then I went to Pennsylvania, as if nothing had happened. David Hayes is sentenced to life in prison for first-degree murder. But the story doesn't end here. When Marcus Bennett learns that the person who impregnated Ada was Robert, he loses control. He can't bear that his closest friend betrayed him like this. One night, he goes to Robert's house. They argue. Marcus pushes Robert in anger, causing him to fall down the stairs. Robert dies at the scene. Marcus Bennett is also convicted of murder and sentenced to 25 years in prison. Detective Richard Morgan sits in his office, closing the case file, and reflects. It started with a Hindu tattoo. It ended with a golf club. 2 dead, 2 convicted, and all because of a forbidden love. He looks at the photo on his desk. Ada Walker's smiling face. There is no perfect crime, he says to himself, because every crime leaves a trace. Every killer makes a mistake. Science and details always reveal the truth. He turns off the lights and leaves. If this mysterious case caught your interest, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. In the next file of Detectives True Crime Files, I'll be back with a real crime case that will shock you even more. Remember, justice always wins. See you in the next case.